welcome to another edition of Wrestling Goons Radio. Raw reaction from the episode of June the 15th, 2015. This is a new edition. We'd like to welcome all of our new listeners joining us over at Max Sports Channels. Thank you once again to Phil Nathan from the Phil Nathan Show for giving us this opportunity. We look forward to bringing wrestling to this station and hope that you all enjoy what we're bringing you. Dan is one of our guys who's going to lead the host for the show today. We got David and Damien here with us. Dan, go ahead and lead us off, man. Tell everybody what happened on Monday Night Raw.
Well, to start things off, Monday Night Raw started off the same way how pretty much Money in the Bank started off. Opened up with a tribute to Dusty Rhodes in a video package. In case no one knew, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes passed away last Thursday. There was a 10-bell count where we see people on the roster on Monday Night Raw, on Money in the Bank out there to pay their respect. Today was also Dusty Rhodes' funeral, where there was a lot of superstars there to attend. Anthony, what is your thoughts on both nights where they did the video package of Dusty Rhodes?
They did Destiny right, man. They really did. I kind of thought that maybe I'd see Goldust or Cody there, but obviously they were excused, and rightfully so. Man, like I said in the last podcast, it's just it's still surreal even today. But the WWE did a great job, I think, with the tribute. They kept it short and sweet, but they made the point across, man. Destiny's really going to be missed, and that's what I got from it, pretty much.
Yeah, me too. Dave, what's your thoughts on the video package and the tribute to Dusty Rhodes?
Absolutely love the way they set up the package and everything. It's still a sad day and a sad spot, even today. So knowing that Dusty's gone, but I'm glad we get to look back and remember some of his greater days and promos and things that that have drawn us into this world of sports entertainment to just love it. Thanks, Dusty, for everything you did for us.
Yeah. Damien, your thoughts on the video package?
I love the video package. It was by far the best one they did after a death. I looked at Ultimate Warriors from last year, and this one, they really did him justice. I can't say enough. This hurt me a lot when I found out, and I was on the road. I wasn't at home or anything. I was on the road driving from New York to Ohio, so it hit me pretty hard. I ain't had time to sit down and talk or text with anybody. I ain't even get the details really till I got there in Ohio. So it hit me pretty hard. The package was great. I loved every part of it.
I think the thing that really hit home to me, guys, and maybe I'm just speaking, I speak for all of it, because we're all around the same age. It's getting to the point now, like, I know when we were younger, and like when Wahoo McDaniels or when Bruiser Brody, when they died, that was before our time, We know that they were important to the business, but we didn't know them or see them. We're at that age now where these people...
We're seeing our greats from our childhood.
We grew up with our guys, and they're leaving us, and when it's somebody like Dusty Rhodes, yeah, you can't. There'll never be another American Dream. That's all I can say. I'm praying for the family and the friends of Dusty, and rest in peace, American Dream.
Absolutely. Making between Dusty Rhodes and one of a kind, and you miss.
I knew it. We were going to get a Destiny in there one time.
No, it
Hey, I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I love it. Good job.
Yeah. All right. After that, moving on. Before we move on, did anybody see the Dusty Rhodes special?
I did not. I plan on going back on the network for $9.99 and watching it though.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to check it out yet. I've been a little busy with work, but I'll probably be sitting right here next to Anthony watching it when he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damien, have you checked it out yet?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I watched Money in the Bank after the game Sunday, so I mean Monday I was tired. I was beat by Monday, so yeah, I didn't watch it after all.
I guess we all watch it sometime this weekend, see what we think about it.
Yeah, we'll add it on the next show for sure. Next time you listen, we'll give a little quick review of the Dusty thing that we watched on the network.
Alright. Moving on to the next segment on Monday Night Raw, we have Seth Rollins coming out, giving himself so much credit, beating
Well
Dean Ambrose.
deserved. Well deserved
Yeah.
credit.
Yes, Seth Rollins is still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He thanks himself for winning, and no one else but himself.
Because he did it all by himself.
He did it himself. No
Yeah,
one
he did,
else.
because he didn't need Kane. He didn't need JJ security.
No.
He didn't need Triple H or Stephanie.
No.
Nope, not at
So
all.
he did it all himself.
Yep.
And it wasn't. So technically, would this be a clean win that he did it?
Absolutely. It was absolutely clean. I figured they were going to do some kind of controversy to where they both had the title in the fall, and maybe they were going to say the ground caused the fumble like in football, but no, I mean, if you look at the replay, Seth clearly won.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
We also see Dean Ambrose come out there and attack him, and Rollins gets away and see him complain to authority, and they tell him that they're looking for a new challenger, and they will reveal that challenger later on that evening. So basically, everyone's okay with the Money in the Bank main event.
Yeah,
Oh, I
absolutely.
loved it. I
It
absolutely
was
loved
a
it.
great event.
My thoughts were like, like I said, I expected there to be some kind of botchy thing. Well, first off, Money in the Bank, just to rewind just a little bit, my whole plan for Money in the Bank got ruined when Sheamus won Money in the Bank. Because I had planned on Roman winning, and then I had planned on Roman cashing in by the end of the night, and that was how I was just certain things were going to go. So when they didn't, and I had to really look at the angle from a different perspective, I don't mind where they went with it at all. I think it was great, because Seth needs to be the guy that sets up the next guy, and whoever that next challenger may be, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure, yeah.
He might have a chance here. But the bottom line is, it shouldn't be Dean. And that's what if it is Dean, that's not right. Because Dean Ambrose has lost fair and square. He had a rematch already for it, so there's no reason Dean Ambrose should even think he's in the picture anymore. And anybody who thinks otherwise, come talk to me about it, leave me a comment, and I will be glad to debate you.
Yeah. Damien, so you enjoyed this main event?
Yeah, it was a great main event. I really didn't think Dean was going to win, but he's 1 in 20 against this guy now.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
The 1 is a disqualification, so I never thought he was going to win. The beginning of Money in the Bank, like he said, swerved, and I never had Sheamus winning Money in the Bank. Ever.
Alright, so did anybody think that this match here was like extremely long? Because this match was like maybe over 30 minutes long.
Yeah, well, the match, they had to give, you gotta think, now, like I said, Dean hadn't really been him that often, even though he has, by the way, on Monday Night Raw, Dean usually does come out on top of Seth.
Yeah, but that's because they've been in Ohio lately, so...
That's true, that's part of it, but let's be honest, guys, anytime they give us this match at a pay-per-view, it always ends in a no finish, always. This is the first time that it hasn't ended in a no finish when it comes to these two. So, I was just pleasantly surprised that it did actually have a clean finish. So yeah, as far as the 30 minutes goes, it told a really good story. Like, Seth worked on that leg and worked on that leg to the point that Dean couldn't climb. You know what I mean? I bought it. The only thing I didn't buy was Dean turning into Super Dean. Like, when you have chairs and tables laying on top of you, that's supposed to mean that you can't get up and climb the ladder. And he got right back up and climbed the ladder like nothing was on top of him. I didn't understand that.
That was his John Cena 5-move boost energy drink.
Yeah, like everything thrown at him, like the chairs, the ladder, everything, and I'm like, this guy comes out of nowhere and just like, hey, I'm gonna hulk up and climb up that ladder and try to get that belt, and I don't know how he even survived that. I mean,
it's not believable.
I don't even know how he survived any ladder matches.
But at some point, Dan, wouldn't you agree that it's not believable? Like, I love watching the spot when it makes sense. Like that ladder match, when that ladder broke at WrestleMania, I was like, wow, Dean really just took a great spot. But when you're hitting me with 9 or 10 of them back to back to back to back like they did in this ladder match, at some point I'm like, okay, now I'm not even believing this. Now you're just doing things to make things happen, and that's stupid.
That's true. About the finish, them both grabbing the title, I was like, oh gosh, here we go. We're gonna see 2 champions or something that's gonna continue on. But when Seth Rollins ended up with the belt, I was like, okay, I'm okay with this. So, alright.
First off, you can't say that there's gonna be 2 champions. Because you had all of our hopes up of splitting the titles again. Because you know that's what we want.
Yeah, don't give us what we want.
But you know what? Now that you mention it, that could have been a way to split the title.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said it.
Yeah. I mean, why? You know, let's come to think of it. Maybe they should do a rewind.
No, you can't live the past over. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of the 2 belts.
Yeah, I know. We all are. Here at WCR, that is what we endorse. If you're listening, Paul, please bring back them 2 belts, please.
Please.
Ric Flair, turn that belt in. We want it.
Alright, given the next match, the first match of the night, we see Dean Ambrose versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Sheamus.
Wait, we need to explain how that happened, though, because Dean Ambrose pulled a Daniel Bryan and took the show hostage.
He tried to pull a Daniel Bryan. He ain't got that yet.
Yeah, it didn't last that long.
It was a one-man Occupy Raw for about a commercial.
I'm not going anywhere until somebody makes me, and...
It almost reminds me of Rusev when he said he ain't going nowhere until Lana comes out.
Yeah.
And I do believe we saw that with the original version of Stone Cold Steve Austin as well.
They really like running this angle a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
In case nobody knows, Sheamus is our Mr. Money in the Bank. It was a crazy match. But in this match particularly, ran about 10 minutes. It was a back and forth match somehow. Ambrose, like we mentioned before, is still alive even to compete tonight. We see Orton comes out with a distraction where Ambrose picks up the win. Then we see Orton and Sheamus fight it out. Now, I'm sure everyone was surprised that Sheamus won Money in the Bank. Am I correct?
Absolutely, yeah, we are in a bit over that.
There was one person that said Sheamus was going to win Money in the Bank sitting in this room.
That is true. David did. But now, let's all be fair by saying that David hates Roman Reigns with every fiber of his being.
Yes.
So he refused to pick Roman Reigns. Now, he thought Roman Reigns was going to win. Don't let him lie to you.
I will give it that. I did think when he got up there. But I also had mentioned to Anthony like a week or so prior that wouldn't it be great if the lights went out and Bray Wyatt showed up.
Which is what
and
happened.
Destroyed Roman Reigns.
We'll get into that in a little bit later, but that is exactly what happened. Yeah, that was insane.
I mean, because, let's be real, pretty much 99.9% of everyone thought Roman was going to win this Money in the Bank.
Yeah, no, everybody did. Roman thought Roman was winning.
Right. Damien, did you think Roman was going to win it?
Somehow I thought they were going to give him something.
Yeah. Well,
they already gave him the Rumble.
The thing is with Sheamus,
on the title, the man has never won anything except the Royal Rumble.
Tag team champions for over a year.
Royal Rumble.
Now, let's be honest, that Royal Rumble was the beginning of punishment.
But I blame us.
I do blame us. But you know what?
Quote-unquote IWC.
We don't know what we want, and I totally agree with you on that. I cannot even lie. The IWC is So fickle. Wait, you know, going back to Destiny just for 1 second. Back in the 80s and back in the early 90s when we watched wrestling back when we loved it, we were able to watch it without saying, oh, that guy doesn't have what it takes. Oh, that guy can't talk good. Oh, we just watched the story, man. We watched the story. What happened to that in wrestling? Why can't we just watch the performance for what it is? I don't really know myself because I know I'm a critic at times. But yeah, maybe sometimes we just gotta cut these guys a little bit of slack and see what story they're trying to tell us.
Yeah, Roman, if you listen to this, we're sorry.
We're sorry, Roman.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Pretty much very
Damon is not
tough
sorry.
today.
I am not. I will not endorse that ticket.
Damien, do you feel like we've given Roman a hard time? Too much of a hard time?
Yes, but I also think they're making him sympathetic, so he's going to still get over eventually.
For some reason, Jim Ross thinks that, and Stone Cold thinks that he has the ultimate heel written all over him. And he thinks that if they turn him heel, then it's going to make him a bigger babyface when they turn him back. I don't know if I like that scenario. I think that he's over enough to stay face right now. We'll just see. We'll have to see what they do.
Yeah, we'll talk more about Roman a little later.
Yeah.
But do you guys think that Orton and Sheamus have any ring chemistry? Because for the past couple of times they fought, it's been pretty boring.
Can I just say something about this match, actually, that he had with Ambrose? What do y'all think about, what do I always say my biggest complaint in a wrestling match is? Like, why when somebody else's music hits, do you all of a sudden become the dumbest person in America? Like, why? Why can you not just focus on what you're doing?
Because it's not entertaining.
I hate agents that can't be creative. I swear, I hate it.
That's pretty much the whole staff.
J&J, if you're listening to me, stop writing your own jokes and put yourself in segments and write better matches. Jesus.
So, Dave, you think Orton and Sheamus have great in-ring chemistry, or what?
God, no.
No,
Or do you feel
it's
like
just
them like feuding?
awful setup. Last few times they've been in the ring together, it seriously set up a pretty much some of the top 10 botches of the year in their matches. I mean, they're just missing spots left and right all the time with them too. And
You know those
I'm just not excited for it.
You know those matches they have in WWE where two people are in the ring and the crowd chants a bunch of dead people? That's what we're gonna have in this. Like, they're gonna chant all the people in the Hall of Fame. We're gonna get Macho Man, and we're gonna get a CM Punk chant, and that's what's gonna happen when Randy Orton and Sheamus lock up.
We'll get some yeses,
I'm
unfortunately.
okay with the CM Punk chant.
I'm sure you are. We all are. But the bottom line is, plain and simple, I don't think anybody in WWR is excited for a Randy Orton Sheamus.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know about that, but Damon's just dead to me. Damon, are you okay with this feud, or are you just like, what's this feud for?
This is like Roman Reigns in a Big Show again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years are they going to do the same feud?
Right.
As long as we keep watching and they get ratings.
This is terrible. Sheamus can go somewhere else. It's other people on the roster. They're making this roster big enough that you don't have to rerun feuds.
Or endings, might I add. Or endings.
Exactly. Or sit-ins.
All right, Anthony, I know you had a heart attack, a mini heart attack when you seen that Sheamus won.
No, I mean,
Because I know you hate the guy.
yeah.
So, by the fact that he's Mr. Money in the Bank, there's a good chance he could win the title. What is everyone's prediction on when he's going to probably cash in?
I'm hoping and praying with every fiber of my being that whenever it is, he goes in the category of Damian Sandow and Ken Kennedy and John Cena as a failed competitor, because I don't want him to win. That's what I got to say about that.
Dave, you have any idea when Sheamus is going to cash in?
The night that somebody beats Brock Lesnar for the belt is the night Sheamus is cashing in, because they're already going to be destroyed from the match. it's not going to take much.
That'd be a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah. Because that'd be awful if he took on Brock Lesnar straight on.
they're not doing that.
No,
They're
we're
not
not
doing
going to see it. If it were good guy Sheamus, dancing with the people and whatnot, no. But heel Sheamus, he's getting dirty with this one.
Yeah. Damien, you have any prediction on when Sheamus is going to cash in?
SummerSlam.
Wow.
I think
He'll lose.
Yeah.
And lose.
I
Yes.
think he could cash in at Royal Rumble. No.
Royal.
No, Sheamus will not be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Please no. Please no.
He could put himself in there.
Then, I know we'll all be there. We're going to bring it to you live somehow, some way at WrestleMania, folks. If Sheamus is there and he is in the main event, you may have to do the last match without me because I just may have to go ahead and leave early.
Well, you don't got to worry about that because he's going to be starting the show with like a 3-minute match.
Hopefully he's not. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to tell somebody they can't make $1. Sheamus, I hope you're in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal again.
Wow.
Ah, come on. That's
Wow.
Sheamus is not even a factor in this title.
Right? I don't understand. Whenever they had him grab the briefcase, out of everybody in the match, out of anybody that makes sense, if I was ranking them 1 through 7, I had Sheamus at 7. I had Sheamus at 7.
I had Sheamus
Do
at
you
2.
know that it hasn't been a face champion since Daniel Bryan?
Yep.
Oh, Cena. I'm sorry.
No, Cena's not really a face, so.
And that's almost a year.
Yeah, that's true, man. You're right.
Win the title.
That's because bad guys are winners, man. Bad guys are the good guys now.
That is true.
All right, moving on to the second match of the night. We got King Barrett versus R-Truth. R-Truth coming out in his own style of royalty with like a sheet as a gold cape and a plunger as a scepter. And by the way, he beat King Barrett at the pre-show at Money in the Bank. And he also beats Barrett on Monday Night Raw too, much quicker. But then Barrett gives him a beat down. Any thoughts on this match, Chad, on Raw and Money in the Bank?
Two thoughts real quick. Do y'all remember that show with Eddie Murphy with the claymation called the PJs?
Yes.
Where he was the landlord super? That's what I thought about when I saw R-Truth with that plunger. When he come out with the plunger, I was like, what is this guy doing? R-Truth has become the reason I watch the mid-card of Raw. He is saving that little hour of 9 to 9:15. Give me some R-Truth. I'm locked in.
I don't know, because he needs to go on the last hour, because once that second hour's over, it's like, man, I'm getting sleepy.
Man, if you go on that second hour, there's a chance you would go missing. Cause ain't nobody watching that third hour, ain't nobody tuned in. And if you don't believe me, folks, go look on the Wrestling Goons, cause we start a thread every single week on Monday Night Raw. And at 8:05, that thread is popping. We got about 30 or 40 people. When it gets down to about 10:05,
We're all gone.
you can hear.
We're not there.
You can hear crickets. Nothing.
That is true.
Nothing. And that's exactly what the ratings do as well. So.
I kid you not, like, I had to rewatch some segments over again.
Yeah, well, that's what we
that
do.
third hour hit, I'm dozing off. Like, I dozed off during the Roman Reigns and the Bray promo or whatever. And that was, like, my main reason for watching Raw. I'm like, wait a minute, Bray's talking. What happened? And I find myself dozing off.
But Bray puts you to
Whoa,
sleep
whoa.
anyway when you talk.
Bray just gets you comfortable to eat your soul.
No, that's not what. No, he hates Bray as much as you hate Roman, which is going to be a
No,
great.
I
Oh,
don't,
this is
I don't
gonna be
necessarily
great.
hate Bray, but we'll get into the Bray segment a little later, though.
Yeah.
Because I may turn over a new leaf.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Follow the buzzards, my friend.
Stay tuned. Okay.
I don't know about that.
But as far as the match goes, though, I don't really understand why Barrett has to keep losing. Like, I'm glad he got the knockout right after. That's great, but why do you have to lose? Why?
I kind of actually was just thinking the same thing myself, sitting there watching it on Monday. I'm like, the only thing you've given him in the last year, yeah, he had the Intercontinental title for a little bit, which got stolen, which started Barrett downhill. Then we thought we might get something good out of him when he won King of the Ring. And I remember back when the King of the Ring was your stepping stone, and now it's your tombstone.
That's anything that any kind of award they give you is a burial award.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just think poor King Barrett.
Yeah, so pretty much we can agree that they are booking him pretty badly.
But do y'all go with R-Truth though? Everybody's entertained by R-Truth right now?
He's been cracking me up. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit.
I'd rather for R-Truth to be like a full-time commentator on Raw than Booker T and Byron Saxton that we've been getting for the past couple of weeks.
See, I feel like there could be overexposure as well. Like him talking for 3 hours twice a week. That might be a little much.
Yeah, it'd be Booker all over again.
Yeah, because Booker was good in small segments. King Booker was one of the most entertaining characters of our era. Like, that gimmick was golden, man.
Pinky out.
That time when the crowd had players robbing with their wallet, I was dying. That was hilarious. Anyway.
Damien, are you a fan of the R-Truth on commentary?
When he came out as the Plumber King, I was rolling. I'm like,
right?
who is this dude?
Right?
Burger King crown covered in foil.
What about the wave, y'all? What about the wave?
Just bend the wrist.
Hit the wave. Go ahead, Damien. Hold on, Damien.
All right. But him, as far as him beating Barrett, I'm good with it. Barrett, he's irrelevant to me.
Oh.
Wow, that's harsh. He is King of the Ring.
And he's the former Intercontinental Champion.
Multiple times.
And he won NXT. But I'm still not connected.
Well,
ever since he stopped giving bad news, I've been unconnected.
Can't you blame WWE for that, though? That's WWE's fault.
I had actually said that earlier.
So you're gonna punish...
Exactly. I'm not blaming him, but his character is irrelevant to me as Cesaro is at this point. And you know I'm a big Cesaro fan.
Yeah, I get you. I see where you're coming from. I do.
Can we... Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was going to say, could we see possibly the Truth in the very fight for the rights to be King of the Ring, maybe the crown or something?
Yeah, they could fight for seeing who the real king is. I think that's going to happen for sure.
Another pre-card match.
No, I think that's actually make the main card. They got to bolster it somehow.
Yeah, they need a fluff somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, anything can happen. I mean, Bo Dallas had a match in the pay-per-view. So.
This is not the time to crap on Bo Dallas. So.
No, it's not.
Anytime is a good time to crap on Bo Dallas.
You guys don't believe in us, so we're just going to let that go.
Yeah. All right, a little note to make that Machine Gun Kelly will perform, and Paige called a meeting, which we will get into later. I know everyone is excited to see Machine Gun Kelly.
Am I allowed to take a nap during that while we're recording here for that?
Spoiler alert. Somebody else had to tell you about the concert part.
Yeah. All right, so we got Kevin Owens doing his open challenge where he tells the crowd Cena won't be there tonight because Cena made him powerbomb him into the apron. He says Cena told him that he deserves to be there, or he belongs there rather. Kevin Owens found it disrespectful, and that's when he just went crazy because he didn't need Cena's endorsement. He knew he belonged there. First, let me just ask this. Did everyone enjoy that match at Money in the Bank?
I mean, how did you not? It was better than the first.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Wow. I really thought the first time they fought was way better.
Well, of course you did. Because Kevin Owens won, and I love that part too. But when you take out the finish, the match was incredible. It was incredible.
Yeah. The thing about the second match was that they overdid it, I thought. in a way, but at the same time, it was like the first match was great, and they just try to redo what they did in the first one. It was just like, okay, we kind of like seen this before in a way. We want to see something new, which John Cena did throw out a few moves that we have never seen him do or haven't seen him do in a while, which one was the Canadian Destroyer, which was cool. But overall, it wasn't as good as the first one, and I believe that Kevin Owens kind of botched selling the Spring Thunder at the end. I don't know. I thought that.
Well, Cena didn't really get a good leverage on it either. It was pretty badly executed.
I think Owens actually turned around and sold it pretty decently.
I'll be honest.
Cena came up about 1.5 feet short.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. When I was talking about moves not being believable or just not making sense, I liked it at first. The first week I did it, and I think it was just because, oh my God, Cena did a new move. But I don't like the stunner off the ropes anymore because he doesn't make it look fluent 90% of the time. Like, he doesn't.
Is it hang up or is it
No, it's teleport. It's telepath.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's telegraph.
He's
It's
like,
telegraph. The way he does it is sure know it's coming.
yeah, and the opponent stands there waiting on it. It's stupid. You should
I'd rather
never,
for him just do it like a counter move, rather so just doing it as just some regular move or something.
I would rather it not be off the ropes. It would be a lot cooler if he did it off the turnbuckle. Like, if they were, like, threw him into the turnbuckle, you know how, like, some people do a backflip when they're Irish whipping them in the turnbuckle or whatever, and the opponent's running at him and all of a sudden they're behind him. It'd be cool if he bounced off the ropes and turned that into a stunner. But the rope stunner, I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Throw him into the corner and do it there.
To the same
He already has a corner move, the leg drop.
To the same token, everybody knows I'm the big fan of the package power driver. Kevin Owens, if you're not going to do it and you're going to do this little tilt-a-whirl crap that you do once you hook it, don't even do it. Don't even tease me with it, making me think you're going to do it. Because I don't know what this new modification is, but I hate it. I don't like it.
Guys, I have a secret to tell you. The secret is that this match here, or this feud, is making me sort of kind of like John Cena just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's making me respect him a lot more than I did.
I mean, I always respected him in a way, though, but I just hated him overall. But now I kind of like him just a tiny bit. And I'm okay with him winning. I kind of predicted that he was going to win. Is everyone else okay with him winning?
You know, because I knew it was going to happen. So,
Yeah. I knew.
I'm okay with him winning because he put him over in his first match.
Yeah. And he didn't make him look bad in the second one. Like, Owens got his moves in.
And Owens did the 5 moves of death.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was only about 1 short.
Let's be honest, though. It was in slow motion.
It's a big dude.
I was like, did they hit the slow motion button? Like, I had to check my VCR. I was like, or my DVR. I was like, is this thing on normal speed? Things have slowed down all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It was bad, man. But,
So, basically, this is all going to lead into another match at Battleground
yeah,
for the U.S. title.
unlike the 5,000 matches between Big Show and Roman that we hated, we're gonna love the 5,000 times we get Owens and Cena, because this is really, we're looking at the Rock and Austin of our era. This is what it's gonna be.
I don't think they're going to face each other that many times.
I
because, okay, so you guys think this is going to end probably at SummerSlam?
For now, but it ain't gonna be the last time they
Yeah,
cross
it won't be
paths.
the last time, but for the time being, we're
The
going to have
last
a new
title
US
match
champ.
will be the Raw after Battleground
You
when
think-
Cena wants his rematch.
So you don't think that Owens and Cena are gonna go into SummerSlam?
Yeah, they are.
I think somebody's going to interfere in the rematch, and Cena's going to have a new feud.
I think they kind of booked this kind of poorly, you know, because I think the title should have been on the line at SummerSlam, if anything.
I think that might be what they're leaning to. Like, I don't think that the title match at Battleground are going to end with a clean finish. I really don't.
But because Kevin Owens, if Kevin Owens wins the title, of course you're going to see a rematch at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Now, if John Cena wins at Battleground, then it's like, what's the point of seeing another match?
Because John Cena's a fighting champion and Kevin Owens will beat him into it somehow.
Okay, that's great though. But for me as a fan watching at home, it's like, okay, he beat him 2 out of 3 and beat him in the title match. No need for him to face him again.
So does you feel that way with Cena fought Rusev for a 4th time?
I technically don't count Fastlane because Fastlane sucks. So, yeah.
I'll give you that.
Fastlane did not suck.
Yes, it did.
It really did.
He put Roman Reigns over like nobody.
I gotta agree with Damien there. Now, I will say, the first half of that show, if you ask me what happened, I'll be like, they had some matches. But Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, I remember every moment of that match. And if y'all don't remember, originally for Fastlane, they had scheduled Roman Reigns in the Big Show, so you can thank Daniel Bryan in your lucky stars.
I will never like either of them, so I will.
I mean, you ain't gonna like it, but it was a good match.
It was it was a decent match. I'll give them decent.
I don't remember Fastlane too well either.
Do you remember that match?
Not really. I just know the whole pay-per-view sucked.
No, that match was great. I'm sorry. That match.
Good, yes.
That match was great.
You will hear me say this a lot, folks, but Daniel Bryan made Roman look pretty good in that.
It takes 2 to have a good wrestling match, people.
No, Roman can't help anyone.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna talk about that all night. We gotta move on to the next thing.
We got the 3rd match of the night: Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler, who accepts the Kevin Owens challenge, not the NXT challenge. Anyway, Ziggler accepts anyway, puts up a good match, with Ziggler being a great guy to make Kevin Owens look good in the ring, despite Ziggler losing the match. Did anyone agree that this was a good match?
Of course.
Or at least made Kevin Owens look pretty legit?
Yeah, it was a good match. It's good to see Dolph Ziggler back in his role that he is comfortable in, and that's being a jobber, which is what he's good at. He's not going to be a winner ever in life. Kevin Owens, it was great.
Is great.
Yeah, of course he is. But the match itself was great. Dolph I still think Dolph oversells sometimes. Is that just me? Do y'all get that when you watch Dolph Ziggler match?
Dolph oversell the show off? No.
That's
sarcasm.
Go with that. He does oversell just a tad bit, but I mean, no one else could probably do what he do.
Well, no, of course not. At the same time, Shawn Michaels is the king of overselling, and he's known as the best worker of our top, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. At the same time, it really hurts me in the believability of a match sometimes, and that's just me.
Hey, Shawn Michaels only oversell during that match against Hulk Hogan.
I can tell you, I know that's the only time he exaggerately oversold, but I can show you many other times.
Shawn Michaels over-exaggerated more than any person in any match of any day ever.
Yeah.
It's just what he did. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Shawn Michaels fan, DX all the way.
Now, Damien's right. Now, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair oversold any little thing.
Ric Flair
and fall on his face.
Ric Flair fell on his face.
Whoa. Not the Nature Boy.
Ric Flair fell on his face, guys. He fell on his face.
That was all part of
but that's because he was drunk.
I mean, it was cool.
David has a point. He probably was drunk, so.
Oh, wow.
Hey. Shout out to Nature Boy, alright? He's my buddy, and we hung out before.
Yeah, and he wanted to slap you when he was drunk.
That's another story for another time, guys.
If you slap a handicapped dude, you really is the Nature Boy.
That was some real life heat right there.
Yeah.
So, would anybody rather see the real NXT challenge where the belt is on the line instead of this Kevin Owens challenge.
So I know.
Yeah, but I don't want nobody from the main roster to do it.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Because, like, alright, I know how you guys love NXT or whatever, but let's just call NXT what it is. It is a developmental.
No.
It's the D League.
No.
Title challenge.
That is ridiculous.
No, it is nowhere close to It's a developmental area, yes, but there are some of the greatest athletes in the world working there right now. And if you haven't watched it, you got to start watching it.
You know what else is
amazing.
You know what else in the developmental program? The NCAA, and they do pretty dang good.
Amen to that.
That's not really true. That's different.
No,
No, same
different?
thing, different sport.
How is it different? They're a minor league.
It's the same. It's the same.
It's like, let's think of it this way. Let's think of it this way. Some of the indies, or Ring of Honor, could be compared to NCAA. And let's say they sign a WWE contract and say, oh, well, you're not cut out to be on the roster or in the league. Let's send you down here, work on your skills. That's how I look at it. Because let's say if a person like, let's say, Bo Dallas, who's been on the roster for a few years now, let's say he gets sent back down to NXT for a while. How does that help him? If I'm a wrestler who's getting sent down to NXT, I look like I'm about to get fired real soon if I don't improve myself.
So that's when you take the time to do what you need to do. Now, Adam, you mentioned Bo. I'm going to go as far as say with Adam Rose. He came up. He was huge down there. Came up, fell flat a little. But now, anytime they work him down at NXT, it blows up for him. It's absolutely amazing, night and day between the difference. I don't look at it as like you're closer to getting fired. I kind of look at it as like the farm club for your baseball team. We got AAA, and then we got the main roster. You got the show.
First off, it's not a bad thing when you get sent down there as a veteran because A, you're not going to learn if you don't work with veteran talent. You're just not going to.
Yeah.
B, they're not down there because they don't know the sport or how to work. They're just down there to learn the WWE way. Because the WWE does things so differently than everybody else. It's not a matter of being developmental. That's a terrible way to look at it. Because why do you think that everybody that goes up on the main roster winds up getting a big push?
It's about time for them. Come on. If I'm in NXT for 5 years, and not taking anything from anyone, if I'm in NXT for 5 years and they call me up to the main roster, I'm going to make the best out of it.
Okay, folks, let's just be honest. NXT has only been around for 2.5. So, next.
Just saying.
It's not 5 years is a little much.
Yeah, because we're not counting NXT when it was the weekly game show on Monday Night Raw.
Alright.
Ziggler, basically, what's up next for Ziggler since Rusev is still injured?
Jobber, man. He's just gonna job. I think Lana is more like a kiss of death.
Wow.
I'm serious.
That's pretty interesting. It's true. She kisses Rusev, and he loses his title after how long, and then breaks his ankle.
And now Dolph always gets kissed.
Well, true, Dolph has been getting the kiss of death since he was, Nikki?
Yeah, really.
So
he's been around a lot of females in the back.
Yeah, Dolph is a womanizer. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's the show-off. He can do it.
By the way, speaking of which, they had that demon thing you mentioned earlier. Am I the only one that noticed that WWE just doesn't care? Example number 5,974 about ignoring storylines. Summer and Fandango were just chilling, side by side, talking, having a good time.
Right. About Ziggler, I think the weirdest thing about him is that jacket he's been coming out with the last couple of times. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing.
His 80 hairband.
It was cool hairband,
stonewashed
but the
jeans.
jacket itself was too glamoury.
But it's something different. He's had the same look for about 4 years now.
The weirdest thing to me is he can't win in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Can the Miz win?
Yeah, the Miz beat him.
Miz did win.
Yes.
Miz did win. But that's
Yeah.
the next segment.
Yep, we're getting there.
All right. So the next segment, we get a backstage segment with Paige trying to rally up the other divas to take out the Bellas because everyone's sick of the Bellas, including us. Her speech goes through one ear and out the other ears, and they don't pay her no mind. Don't take her seriously. Paige is on the same page, like I said before, most IWC. We're tired of the Bellas. We want them taken out. To be honest with you, I have a theory. My theory is screw the main roster divas. She's going to go down to NXT, and we're going to see a few of those women from NXT to take out the Bellas.
No, why would we do that? Because they're just developmental.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I believe someone just said that.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
I did. It is. I mean, eventually, when you're down in NXT, you're going to come up here, and guess what? You're going to make it to the main roster. I mean, eventually, you go from point A to point B, and, I think the women down there are much better than the women on the main roster, in my opinion.
Oh, there's no doubt on that one.
And there's also no doubt that the men are too.
Yeah.
Some are.
I really think they're gonna the women at NXT are gonna do a Nexus style.
Yeah.
If WWE really wanted to make the most money out of their dollar, if they really did, then they'd say, screw developmental, screw all of it. Remember that idea we had where WCW was going to invade WWE? We screwed it up. Let's do it right, because we control both environments. And NXT should just invade Raw as a freaking whole, and they should have two brands. That's what they should do.
So you're saying that they should run with the invasion angle
Yep,
again?
that's what I do.
Yep. I like that idea. They started to set it up a little bit years ago with the weekly game show NXT.
You have to create a warlike environment. You have to. That's the only time wrestling is at its biggest boom.
So again, we're going to have Nexus all over again.
No, because you only
No,
had
no, no.
7 members of Nexus. I'm talking everybody
The
on
entire
the roster.
roster.
Okay.
I like the idea. I do.
Everybody. Just come in and take over the show. Say, we're owning it. We're better than you, and you say you're the A show? Well, we're the A show. We're going to show you the way.
You know, like they used to do for us with SmackDown and Raw every so often, with like the draft or the super shows.
And back when it wasn't believable.
Or bragging rights.
Exactly. True.
Yes.
I feel like if that does happen, the main roster are going to win.
No, of course they would. But
Well, of course, but for the
they would
sake
win,
of
but
all.
guess what? All those people that the main people didn't know about, they would be main stars.
oh yeah,
What about? And then there's gonna be some that thought they could be main stars that get buried.
Yep, that's true.
But if that goes,
it goes
if
both
it goes
ways.
that way, I hope Enzo Amore comes on the main roster soon.
Now let's put that out there. That this is all hypothetical. Nothing of this has been confirmed. This is just
Oh yeah.
what I think could happen long term.
Okay, so let's just throw this hypothetical match out. Let's just say, for example, it's a Survivor Series match. Whoever wins gets that bragging rights or whatever. You pick 5 from NXT. You pick 5 from the main roster. Who are your 5?
Well, I mean, you're gonna have more people in NXT by then. So, that's nothing gonna happen today. Mainly because the roster is shifting right now. You got Owens leaving NXT, he's going up. When Zayn comes back, he's going up. We need to let everything settle first before we know who would be in what angle. Because right now, Owens is Team WWE, and he's definitely gonna be fighting NXT when they fight each other. Samoa Joe, I think Samoa Joe will be the captain of NXT for sure. Either him or Balor for sure. When you're gonna do Balor, Joe, and Tommy, Breeze.
no. I scratched the last one.
No, I'm sorry. Tyler Name.
No.
And,
Joe.
no,
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. Yeah, Joe's the captain, man. Samoa Joe's the captain, sure.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna get no Mojo Rawley.
No, Mojo and Dan, don't you do that to me, Dan. Don't you do that to me again, ever.
Oh man, I don't know.
For the new listeners who don't know, please don't watch Mojo Rawley. If you ever watch NXT and you've seen the snake hype guy, turn your TV off. Turn your computer off. Turn your cell phone off. Just don't watch it.
Just get off the grid. You'll thank yourself to get it off.
Oh, he's horrible.
All right. So before we move on, do we all think that Paige is gonna get some help from the women in NXT?
You know, and this might be just me. Does it not feel like they're trying to make her the voice of the voiceless, a la CM Punk?
A little bit. Yeah, there's similarities in that.
I don't know about that.
She's speaking up for the divas against the authority.
She's speaking up, yeah. She's trying to take a stand. Or, as in a bad wrestling world, and for anybody that watches TNA, it feels like Drew Galloway in The Rising, where they're standing up against all the evil. I don't like it, man. Paige is the anti-diva. She shouldn't be trying to rally the divas. That's not what the anti-diva does. So, yeah, I don't like it.
I think that AJ was like an anti-diva in a way.
But AJ never tried to help the other divas either, ever.
That's true, but still, it's AJ.
Yeah, so why would Paige be any different if she's like AJ?
I don't know. I just want to throw AJ out there.
Gotta always do it.
Yeah, I miss her.
Damien, what did you think about this Divas segment?
I really don't have much to say because I want to see the end game.
Yeah.
Nikki can't hold this belt much longer. It's killing me.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
This is killing me.
The day, I'll give you one more AJ reference. Because the day she passes AJ, the day she loses that belt.
So we can't make any sort of threats on the show anymore.
No,
right?
no.
All right, cool.
We-
All right, moving on.
Especially after your last threat going to headquarters.
Y'all are going to have to find our YouTube page and go back and listen to some of our old ones. Because it will not be on your radio show this week. I promise.
Alright, the fourth match of the night, we got Kane versus the Viper, Randy Orton. A match that turned into a no-holds-bars match with Sheamus coming out, roughing up Orton for Kane. We see Orton get hit with a bros kick from Sheamus and Orton. Kane goes for the pin and win. Does this sell the feud storyline of Orton and Sheamus, or we just sick of it? Or, yeah, find something else for Orton.
Yeah, something else for Orton is actually going to be Kane. So, they're just connecting the dots in the typical horrible WWE way where the music hits and the guy's like, oh my god, nobody's out here, what am I going to do? That's what happened, so... Yeah, they ran that stupid finish again.
Twice in one night.
That's great.
Yeah. Would we rather see Kane as Mr. Money in the Bank than Sheamus?
Yeah, I'd rather see anybody than Sheamus. I was okay.
Hold up, player. Kane is terrible.
Matter of fact, Damien, I hate to burst your bubble, man. All these little jabs that Seth is taking at Kane, and all the jabs that Dean is taking at Kane, they're getting ready to give Kane a really, really big push really soon.
I think so too.
Yep, he's gonna be the monster again, and it's gonna get ugly.
And Bray is going to take his ass back out.
That's right.
I ain't even gonna lie, I think he might be able to be the monster with Bray, actually. I think he might be Bray's monster.
That would be nice.
That'll make Mark feel really happy. Shout out to Mark. Gave Mark a reference on that conspiracy theory.
Bray needs somebody.
Yeah, I agree. We were just talking about that earlier tonight. Like, his character is fine, but he still needs followers.
Right. Alright, this leads into a backstage segment of Kane and Rollins once again rubbing it in how he didn't need the authority. Unlike Kane, who needed the authority, corporation, his brother Undertaker, and his father Paul Bearer. This pisses off Kane where he tells Rollins don't ever talk about his family. Hey, Kane might remember that he was once a monster. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, I was pretty... Every time that they mention Paul Bear, like, that just sends the signal up in Kane's head and go crazy.
That in May 19th?
Yeah. Well, they don't say May 19th. Don't say
I
that, man.
just said it.
Jesus.
No,
Maybe
I'm
a
not
whole lot of
sleeping
people get into the arena and like chant Paul Bearer, maybe he'll come back and be that monster again.
No, let's not. Folks, please don't do that.
That'll be the straw that broke the camel's back right there.
You know what? He is going to be the monster. It's going to happen really soon. Do I think that Kane is going to be the next WWE champion? Let's be real. No.
Not at all.
Champion, I don't think he's gonna get it. I mean, they might put him in the main event here and there, but I don't think they're gonna put the belt on him.
They put him in the main event now, and he's the filler.
I think they're going to give him the belt before he retires.
Yeah, at least
With the loyalty and all that, he only had one championship. Yeah, I think he's will.
they ought to give him the belt, and then Sheamus will cash in and take his head off.
That I could see happening.
Okay, so if they give him the belt for all that loyalty and being there for so long, then we might as well just see another title reign from Big Show.
And don't think that it might not happen, because it might.
They gave him the Andre the Giant trophy. He's done.
What is that trophy is nothing.
No, because he's going to get the IC title here soon.
No. You guys. Y'all realize, and that, folks.
That's the only one he hasn't held.
And folks, anybody who hasn't listened to our podcast before, we crown a new champion in every division every single week in every single segment. Before you know it, before the show's over, we'll have 3 more Intercontinental champions. Just keep listening.
Wow. Alright, speaking of the Big Show, we have our 5th match of the night, Big Show versus The Miz. We see at Money in the Bank, Miz interferes in the match between Big Show and the Ryback, which we pretty much predicted would happen. Ryback is still your Intercontinental Champion. As expected, will this be a triple threat match? Anyone excited? And what are your thoughts on this?
The Miz won, which is cool. The ending was actually nicely done. My thoughts on the triple threat match? Ryback is used to beating people 2-on-1, so pretty sure he can handle a triple threat match.
Now, are we going to see a double shell shock?
Yeah, probably so. Which is going to be interesting because he barely got to show up on Raw for it, so don't know how I'm going to stack Miz in there too.
As much as I like The Miz, I would like to see him be champion again. But I don't think they're going to give Ryback a short title reign.
No, absolutely not.
No, after his little "This is my life" video segment a couple months ago, they just been saying, "Here you go, people. Here's Ryback. You didn't like Roman in this position, but here's Ryback." That's the same thing, just with short hair.
But guys, we can say all we want negative about him. For some reason, no matter where they go, the crowd loves Ryback.
Yeah, but that's because it's a quick, easy chant, so they have time to.
No, I don't think so.
Keep doing it.
I think it's more than that. I think they actually like the guy, man.
Yeah. Damien,
He's growing on the universe.
Damien, you think there's going to be a triple threat match? And who you think might win it?
Yeah, it's going to be a triple threat match, and Ryback's going to win it. I think they're tired of doing quick Intercontinental title changes, so he's going to be there a while. At least past SummerSlam, I guess.
Do you think?
I still can't get into his wrestling at all.
I think that Daniel Bryan endorsing him the way he did means that Ryback is holding the belt until Daniel Bryan gets back, and Daniel's gonna be like, "All right, I'm ready for my title back now," and Ryback's gonna be like, "No, I'm the champion," and I think that'll be.
And Daniel Bryan's going to be up for another year.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just
Ryback-
pause that right now.
Is not coming back.
You guys stop it. You guys just stop it.
He is never coming back.
is never coming back.
That
He
is
needs to
not
go ahead and
confirmed.
take retirement.
That is
Right.
not confirmed.
Let's say this: if Daniel Bryan passes a physical, Hogan can pass a physical.
Hogan did pass the physical.
Wow. Wow.
Hogan WrestleMania 32. Yes.
That will be the one reason I won't go.
Why don't y'all just tell me I'll never walk again? Why don't y'all just go ahead and do that next? Tell me Christmas is a real holiday. Just go ahead. Jesus.
I mean, I would like to see Daniel Bryan back healthy 100%. But, I mean, it's like a bit annoying to see him get injured the first time and the second time when everything's going great for him.
Like he planned it. Like he was like, hey, you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to hurt my neck today.
Well, didn't he put off surgery, though?
He could have taken the time to rehab himself
he-
properly.
He thought he could come back without it.
Well, that was a problem. Daniel Bryan thought. He can't do that. Someone needs to do it for
Oh
him.
my goodness. Oh,
That's why he's a B-plus player.
That's why he has a wife to help him make big
Oh, yeah, because that's a big advance.
Alright, those statements.
We're talking about a Bella.
Alright, these statements do not reflect Matt Sports Channels or Wrestling Goons Radio. Thank you.
Partially Wrestling Goons Radio.
Oh, man. All right, so I guess we got to move on to the, highlight of the segment of the night, where we get Roman Reigns segment. He's pissed off, as he should be pissed off.
No.
He lost the Money in the Bank due to the interference of Bray Wyatt. Meant Bray Wyatt to come out, battle him. Wyatt cuts his promo. Wyatt speaks from backstage, delivering his usual all-spoke soliloquy, claiming that Reigns tried to take his destiny and Wyatt wants to be the beacon of hope for the world, but Reigns denied him that. Wyatt says that they're opposite, that balance the scale of what they need, and that they need each other, and he will hunt and destroy Reigns. And later on in that segment, it was kind of weird because he showed a picture of him, of Roman Reigns and his daughter, and singing "I'm a Little Teapot," and talked about the Chosen One. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, I have a lot to say, but I don't know where to start from because it was like the weirdest thing ever. And him popping up at Money in the Bank got me so hyped up because I thought he was really in it. And then he just disappeared. I was like, oh gosh, he just in it. He just pretty much caused Roman Reigns not to win it just so Sheamus can win it. But
And it
I don't
was the
know.
best spot of the whole match.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. God. This whole
Yeah,
promo.
ridiculous.
This promo was weird, man. Bray. First off, here's my thought about Bray with this whole promo that he cuts every week with a silhouette. It's amazing how no matter what arena they is, they can always make the lighting and the smoke look like he's in the same place every single week. Like, I don't know if he's cutting these at Stanford and they got some room there. That's the Bray Wyatt room that he cuts in every single week. But it always looks like he's in the same place when he does it. As far as the promo itself, yeah, he mentioned the little teapot thing, but he also referred to Roman as, and folks, these are Bray's words, not ours. He said he once also knew a long-haired senior that wound up being a failure. That's pushing a lot of buttons, man. I don't know if you caught that, Dan, but he took a shot at Christianity there in that promo.
I thought you were talking about Drew McIntyre when
Alright, okay, that is enough.
No.
That would
I'm
be
joking.
awesome, but no.
Yeah, it was some comparison to Jesus and all that, but yeah.
And did you think it was a little much?
It was because it was like, yeah, you kind of going overboard with this. And the weirdest thing was about involving his daughter. I mean,
I like that angle. I like that.
That was awesome.
He's got to be that kind of twisted. He has to be. Because they're going to
Well,
wind up...
everybody,
He's going to wind up doing the angle where he's talking about the man's family. And when you talk about somebody's family, that makes him want to come after you. That's what he wants.
He's gonna show. He's gonna teach Roman how to find his inner dark side and show him how he has to be dark to get through some of these people, so he could achieve his goals.
And let's be honest here, folks. Anybody that's ever taken a loss to Bray Wyatt They went on to success right after it.
Yeah, not very long afterwards.
Go look at
He's been putting them over.
Go look at the track record. Daniel Bryan became heavyweight champion. John Cena, self-explanatory. Dean Ambrose in the main event now. Undertaker got his win back. Ryback, Intercontinental Champion.
No, he beat Ryback or Ryback beat him?
No, he beat Ryback.
Yeah, he beat Ryback at the pay-per-view.
Yep.
And the very next night, Ryback got into the Intercontinental title picture and ended up winning the chamber.
So, Daniel, that kind of puts to rest your whole Bray Wyatt irrelevance factor right there with everything I just named.
Okay, so, Danny, what's your thoughts on this?
Didn't they already have a feud?
That was a Shield Wyatt family thing. That was the three-way feud.
Okay, it was the three-way feud. But,
Oh, well, I'd like to add that the last person to beat Roman cleanly was Bray Wyatt.
Yes, it was. A clean 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead, Damien.
okay, I don't know if they're going to allow Roman to lose. Because the way they're thinking is, if he loses, the crowd will never be behind. I mean, lose cleanly, I should say. Because he said he hasn't won a thing.
I think they're going to have a 2 out of 3, and I think Roman will take it too.
Yeah. Roman will take the first one, then Bray, and then Roman.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I can see that. But I don't really feel like somebody losing to Bray is going to make it a title run or not, because I don't see Reigns in the title picture.
It's Roman Reigns. He's always going to be in it, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're Brock and Roman aren't done crossing paths yet, man.
No. And plus, you know, Brock is the John Cena.
They're pushing for Brock.
So who would you, if Brock, let's say Brock, we don't know if Brock's back yet or not, guys, but let's say when Brock comes back, who could you see him fighting other than, I don't know, Seth Rollins? Anybody else other than Seth?
I personally would like to see Brock and Bray.
So, is he going to fight besides?
Wow.
I think we're going to see a rematch between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar this year.
Yeah.
Cena and Brock Lesnar this year.
I know, I don't want to see that again.
No, I'm over that.
No. Why don't
And
they
Brock,
you know what
Brock
I mean?
can fight Randy.
You know what would be a nice switch up? If they just gave it all to us in a triple threat match. If we got Cena, Reigns, and Lesnar there. Those are 3 bulls right there.
And it would also be the day I cancel my subscription.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's going to give us the wow factor like it did when Brock and Cena and Rollins fought at Royal Rumble.
Did you want to give them something to mark out about? Give them Seth, give them Dean, give them that other guy in a triple threat for the title, and that would blow the roof off the place just due to the people in it.
And that's the day Sheamus will cash in.
Oh man, wouldn't that be great if he ruined the Shield moment? Oh my jeez.
You know what's so funny? Going back to the Bray segment promo, was like, here it is talking that creepy talk, and he's showing like a picture of Roman Reigns' daughter. It kind of brought me back to that character Dustin Rhodes was back in WCW, where he was just lurking outside windows looking at children.
You mean 7?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, and
then, like, oh god, they're gonna make him 7.
That's the same character that he wound up bombing on national TV. He just went out and told WCW management where to stick it. That's epic. Go back on YouTube and watch that. It's hilarious.
I was like, this guy's gonna creep his daughter. This is gonna be weird.
I got the Diamond Dallas Page feel myself. When he was stalking the Undertaker's wife. That's the direction I feel like they're going with it. That Bray's gonna wind up taking it personal to the family life.
You think he's gonna kidnap his daughter?
No, but I think he's
I think you're gonna see something.
I think that like the family's gonna be out on the town, and you're gonna see Bray Wyatt at the same place they are.
Kind of like a Cape Fear type setup.
Kind of like a James Storm Machine type thing.
That's gonna be.
I'm not
So,
touching
all
that
right.
on
So
the
let's
stick.
say if he beats Roman Reigns or whatever, because I don't know what he's talking about Destiny and Chosen One though. Do you see Roman Reigns probably being, I guess, starting back up the Wyatt family again or something?
Wait a minute, how do you not understand the Chosen One part? Like, we spent this last year and a half knowing that Roman Reigns was the Chosen.
Okay,
This is
since
true.
you now, put it that way, yeah. Yeah, okay.
And it,
But
like,
so how was Bray Wyatt destined? I mean,
He's destined to set him on the right path.
he said the same thing to Ryback as well. He said, Ryback, you've been nothing but a failure.
And now Ryback's a champ.
Yep.
Everything that goes through Bray Wyatt turns to gold on the other side.
Yeah, too bad it doesn't
Everything.
turn. Too bad it doesn't turn to gold with Bray Wyatt. Okay, that's what we need.
But
to
you
do.
know, they need that person though. It's Bray Wyatt. He carries. There's no better psychologist in the game right now or speaker in the game
Wow.
than Bray
Now,
Wyatt.
that's a little debate. That's a little
well,
debate.
Well, we could debate this all night long. Let me emphasize that. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I'll specify next time. But Bray is a great speaker. He will be a champ someday. But right now, they need him in the Undertaker role, the face of fear. You know, Undertaker didn't hold the belt for a long time.
Question, Dan. Are you taking him more seriously as the face of fear?
no.
Oh my Jesus. So you know.
He's the face of creeps.
Okay. So creepy isn't fearful.
No, not on the level of where you want to make him the new Undertaker.
All right.
Sort of fearful.
Do you remember the character? Who was the guy that Dan played? Dan Spivey. That he played in WCW.
Oh, William and Mercy.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was creepy, right? That's what.
He wasn't creepy like, oh my gosh, I'm scared of him.
That's what Bray Wyatt is built his character off of.
A good portion of it, he did credit to him for it.
So.
I mean, I'm okay with that
Little
though,
bit of
but he's not
Skinner.
on the same level as the Undertaker's character.
Well, no.
No one's ever
Nobody-
going to be what the
There's
Undertaker
one
was.
Undertaker, and there will never be another Undertaker.
No.
But
And then
there's,
here's the whole thing too. You fight Undertaker, and we've been talking about this like for a while now, ever since after WrestleMania. The whole idea of him fighting Undertaker was to see who was going to be that reigning or supreme king of Face of Fear. He lost to the Undertaker. That's it. In my mind, it's like there's no Face of Fear. The Undertaker's the undisputed Face of Fear. Come up with something else. You lost the match. Leave that whole I'm the new Face of Fear, I'm the Face of Fear, all this other stuff. Continue on being the eaters of all worlds or whatever you want to eat up. That's great. Do what you want to do. But that Face of Fear, nah.
hey Dan, I got some bad news for you. The face of fear is nothing but a catchphrase. That's all it is. Just like the eater of worlds is, and follow the buzzer. Like, it's nothing but a catchphrase. It doesn't mean anything.
It gets under my skin though.
Why?
Because it's like, it just doesn't make sense. It's just bad storytelling. As we say, you fight the Undertaker, you beat him, fine. You're the new Face of Fear. You lost to him. You're not the Face of Fear. It's time to move on.
That's why he
But
emphasizes on new Face of Fear.
But you like King R-Truth, who isn't a king.
Aha.
I didn't say he should be king or anything like that. I like the fact that he's being a ridiculous king of his own, but he's not the king of the ring.
So why can't Bray Wyatt be a ridiculous face of fear?
Well, Bray Wyatt is ridiculous on his own.
Oh my
That is ridiculous.
Alright, we can talk about this
Oh.
all night, but we gotta wrap
He's
the
amazing,
show.
folks.
We gotta get the show going to the
Amazing.
end, so.
We got the sixth match of the night. Paige versus the Bellas in a handicap match. After a failed rally we see Paige once again lose to the Bellas like she did at Money in the Bank. The Bellas seem to have some sort of miscommunication during the match too, but nevertheless picked up the victory. Dave, what is your reaction to the match at Money in the Bank and on Raw?
I think it's the same thing we may have gone over already. I love Paige. She's the best diva wrestler in the on the main roster right now. No one else holds a stake in, but I think we were watching, Twin Magic last week, and I called it spot for spot after being, no, that's not going to happen, and it was exactly what happened. I'm just ready to see some more action in divisions. They want more of a chance. Let's start doing something about it.
Allow me to answer your question for you. When you said you think we've seen this before, we have seen this before. We saw that at Money in the Bank. We saw it at Raw. They're doing the same endings every single week, and I hate it.
That's all I got to say about that.
All right, Damien, what's your thoughts on this?
This is how you hide no talent. You try to trick the crowd into thinking that they haven't seen this garbage before.
We know they're identical, but we know you know they're not, but here they are anyway.
No, John Cena helped make sure he could differentiate between the two.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I understand they make your reality show money. But give me a break. These are the worst women wrestlers
Look, man, I think
I've seen in a long time.
You know why they're where they at. We all know. One, they're twins. Two,
they're not even the Wonder Twins.
They're
the twins from the Thundercats.
There's the biggest of the three are this. Number two, they were discovered by Kevin Dunn, who we all know has an infatuation with models. Three, they got in the pants of John Cena and Daniel Bryan, and as long as you're with them, you're going to be on top. That's what happens.
But
they could be on top, just not in the ring.
But do you notice how it matches kind of their guys' platform too? Like John Cena has a title, so does Nikki. Daniel Bryan's hurt, Bree's background noise.
Yeah, Bree's just sitting chilling.
But next time, turn it around when Daniel Bryan has a belt again, and Bree will be up there. And then there's still Cena in his.
Hey guys, can you see like the Bellas like sharing the title together, like legitimately, like hey, when you fight, you're defending the title.
What are we talking like way cool here, where they cut the belt in half?
You know what? The more we talk about this, the more upset I get, guys, because the Bellas have ran every angle they could possibly run. I'm jealous of your title. I want to help you keep your title. You love me, sister. I hate you, sister. We're going to make up now. I'm going to kill you now. I'm sick of it.
Well, we're going to see Paige and Bellas go at it for a while.
No, we're not. We are not. I will watch this with unbiased opinion, only to tell you viewers what happened with no emotion.
I mean, we're going to see this until one of the divas from the NXT come up.
I don't think so. There's other divas. You got Natty, who is chilling, and you can't say that she's the valet for Tyson, because Samoa Joe killed him. So
Screw you, Samoa Joe, for that. I don't care about that whole fluke crap. That was a bull crap. You know, Samoa Joe broke your neck, and you're just trying to make sure that, he doesn't get too much heat in the locker room. He killed your neck. You're dead. Okay, you're gone for a year. Call it how it is. Tyson Kidd, he screwed your career up.
I swear, anybody associated with a heart should leave wrestling. Because you're injuring away from Devon Eriks.
I have a feeling I have to say this one last time. These thoughts do not directly represent Wrestling Radio or Maximum Sports Channel. Oh, wow.
Not completely.
Oh.
I mean, let's call it what it is. Samoa Joe did this to Tyson Kidd.
You know what, though? They're saying
mistakes happen.
They're saying it was a freak accident. That's what they say. But that's not the point. I know we got sidetracked here. The point was, you said that there are no other demons, and I'm telling you, Then there are. You don't have to run these three for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but they were hanging out with Machine Gun Kelly. They were busy.
Well, good.
They could have put on time to have
Put
a
on your
match.
daggone bra and your panties and your boots and get in the ring.
Well,
Unfortunately, we're going to keep getting bells and age.
Who's going to tune into a Divas match? Like, all right, Natty, I don't know what's going on with her. Naomi, she's out of the title hunt. Who's going to step up and take on the Bellas?
Whoever they can write into it. That's what I'm saying. Just because they're not doing something right now. No,
But do you really want to see Summer Rae in a main event with
no,
the title?
I want to see Natalya finally get the belt that she deserves since 2010.
Natty deserves the belt. Naomi deserves the belt. Those are only two that deserves the belt.
You don't think Alicia Fox deserves the title?
I'd rather for her to win it. I'd rather for her to win it now than anyone else.
The bottom line is we're naming other options. That's the point. They're there. The options are there.
Yet I still haven't said anything.
How about we get Rosa Mendez as the new Divas champion?
Now let's bring up Evil Emma.
Why don't we? See, we're naming women that can actually wrestle. You're naming ballet. That's not going to work.
I'm naming people that can help Adam Rose get back on the main roster any way, any possible, since that's, they're a couple now.
Hey, man, he's a fixture on the Raw Fallout show.
Every night.
I got him on
All
there
the time.
every week.
He had a good spot the other night on the show.
Man, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, that's the only time you're going to see him on the Fallout show. But
Pretty much.
he's
Sorry,
there.
Adam, I love you, buddy.
He's there, though. All right, we're going to roll on. We're running long.
This is your favorite part, Anthony. The celebrity performance of Machine Gun Kelly. Does his little 5-minute performance. I guess everyone liked it. I'm not sure. I tuned out a little bit. But I did see Kevin Owens come out and kill him by powerbombing him from the stage.
None of us can tell you, nobody here, unless Damien wants to speak up and raise his hand as the only one. Nobody can tell you what song Machine Gun Kelly played, how it sounded, because we don't know, because we don't like Machine Gun Kelly. My problem in this segment is simple. If you didn't watch WrestleMania 3 years ago, you didn't know that Machine Gun Kelly sang John Cena's entrance song and brought John Cena to the ring. You know why you didn't know? Because the WWE didn't tell you that on Monday Night Raw when they just had Kevin Owens standing beside him for no reason. Now, if you tell them, the crowd, oh my God, that's the guy that was with John Cena, now it all makes sense. Then I can see why Kevin Owens is attacking him and upset. It didn't make sense. Nothing about that segment made sense at all. From the lovely air mattress spot that Damien is going to tell you about in a minute that he had to point out about 5 times, to the horrible boot that Machine Gun Kelly took. You can tell Owens was pissed by the end of it, because that powerbomb that he did give him on that air mattress was real. He threw him down with some authority.
Wow. Damien?
This was by far the reason I love Kevin Owens. I will beat up celebrity guests every week. Because there was no point to them. Stop bringing celebrity guests. Stop bringing rappers. You didn't need rappers in the Attitude Era. You don't need them now. What is the point of this? A filler? Go back to 2 hours.
And first off, if he is John Cena's boy, didn't he just see what Kevin Owens did to John Cena a night ago? While John Cena's not there, why are you putting your hands on that man? What is his problem?
He's a rapper.
He was asking to die. That's what happened.
He needed his street cred, so who better to get it from?
His street cred, now that he got through an air mattress.
Now.
Yeah, but people that don't watch don't know that there was an air mattress.
Now, allow me to stop me in the blind wrestling fan for a minute and go ahead and be the critic. When Machine Gun Kelly is laying there selling this awful powerbomb that he took, Owens goes to walk away, right? Well, the original plan, apparently, was for Machine Gun Kelly to lay there all the way through commercial and have the stretcher come out because Kevin Owens cut people with their stretchers. That's what he does. No, Machine Gun Kelly and his crew picked him up and walked him out behind Kevin Owens. Behind Kevin Owens. How do you walk out? How do you walk out behind the guy that just killed him? And then you hear a guy. This is what got me most of all. Especially coming off the Michael Cole lawsuit thing with the broken vertebrae. You hear the guy, as they're carrying Machine Gun Kelly off, you hear his friend go, I think he broke his spine. Well, no, he didn't.
He's walking.
Because he's walking. Oh my God. Oh. That segment just bothered me so bad.
Alright, so with him attacking Machine Gun Kelly, does this help make him probably the top 5 heel in the WWE?
He was already a top 5 heel.
The top heel in the company
No, he's not.
He's right up there with Seth. He's not the top, but he's right there. Seth is the top heel in the game.
I don't know, man. I think Rusev got to be a solid number 2.
Yeah, exactly. There's only 3 top heels in wrestling. There really is. You got Owens, you got Rollins, you got Rusev. And other than that, you really don't have solid heels. Unless you count
Lesnar?
Huh? Lesnar's
Lesnar?
the baby face, man. Lesnar's the face.
Yeah, he's neither baby face or heel. He's just Brock Lesnar.
No, Lesnar coming back as a baby face, I promise you. That Suplex City shirt, they have the city on it that they're in every single week. That's a baby face shirt.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Yeah. I gotta get the Cleveland one, actually.
I'm on you. Yeah, I hear you on that one. WWEshop.com. Free plug.
Hey, WWE, can you guys stop making these stupid concerts at your arena?
I gave him
It's not the arena. It's the arena that killed the Cavs.
I'm sorry, not the arena, but your show at least.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Alright, that's... Whoa, okay.
Alright, we find out, Man in the Bank, we have a new tag team champion, and we also see later on, during the night, that we got the Authority goes out to tell Rollins who is the next opponent that he'll be facing. And it won't be Kane, and it won't be J&J Security. I'm pretty confident Rollins comes out, and it's revealed that Brock Lesnar is back. He's going after Seth Rollins, and he should, after Seth Rollins weaseled his way in. Guys, what are your reactions?
I wanted to act surprised. Like, I even tried to. I tried to be like, oh my God, I wonder who it is. It didn't help that the crowd chanting Lesnar the whole time. It didn't really give it away. So, yeah, I wasn't really shocked. So, as far as the segment goes, how great was it that Seth refused to make eye contact? I mean, Seth really looked like the most scared man on the planet.
He was the puppy dog that just peed on the new carpet.
But he tried to look like a man, though.
Oh, he did.
He wasn't running. He
did not.
He just walked away really, really, really slow.
Seth is going to lay Brock out. I'm sticking with Seth. Seth, you got me to buy in. I did. And I will support you.
That is ludicrous. That is ludicrous.
So are they going to put off a good show when they face each other, I guess, Battleground?
Yeah, I'm upset that they're going to have a bad match. Of course not.
No, he's the future of the industry. He's going to carry himself pretty good. He might not take a Roman-like beating, but he will carry a good show.
He's going to get carried, too. In about 5 F5s.
I think this was pretty bad.
And he'll still walk out all by himself.
This should have been saved up for SummerSlam, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know, it might not be the last time we get it. You know, Seth does get a rematch.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, though, but I mean, still, it should have been have them face each other first at SummerSlam and then a rematch maybe at Night of Champions.
I think the WWE realizes that the more Brock Lesnar they have on their network, the more people are going to watch.
I don't know.
Why do you
Because
think
it's like a lot of these matches.
Alright, let's say that. If you really didn't think so, then why do you think they're sending them to a house show in Japan?
Japan's a
Japan.
pretty big market.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't send them to a house show on the network in Japan if it wasn't going to be a big deal.
I mean, yeah, for that, yeah, I can see that.
I think it sets up him and Owens button heads.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Overall, for the past couple of bookings on the pay-per-views, they could have just pushed it back or at least saved it up to either start feuds at SummerSlam or finish them all at SummerSlam.
I agree with you, but at the same time, they gotta put themselves in a wall where they were in that 2-week booking phase for like 2 months. And when you're in that, man, you really gotta speed things up.
Yeah.
Now they got Brock back, so they could back it up to, hey, we only got to wait for the champion once every 6 months. So, I mean, they could really back themselves back down.
Alright, Damien, what's your last thoughts on this main segment?
Okay, I'm glad Brock is back. I love the way he self-sold it. My only problem with the segment, they didn't give the mic to Heyman. How do you have Heyman on the show and you don't let him sell?
I have a feeling, and this is what you're not gonna like. I have a feeling they're in the face. Do you remember how Heyman was during the face Punk run? Not the heel Punk run, but the face Punk run. He was just kind of the guy that stood back and smiled and waved and just did whatever Punk was doing.
Let his client do what his client does best.
I have a feeling we're going to get that Paul Heyman for a while, which I don't really want either. I love the Paul Heyman selling me $1 million, but I think they're just going to let Brock do the talking by just killing people.
Yeah, no words are going to be spoken from anyone.
They're going to have to let Paul do some talking here and there because he's going to have to sell these matches.
No, it will be there. Well, I'm telling you right now.
He's going to have to sell.
I'm telling you.
He's going to have to sell me Battleground, personally.
I don't think he does. I promise you that every time something's out there and you hear Brock communicate, you're sold right then. You're sold.
Yep.
Because you're waiting on Lesnar to get his hands on Rollins. You're sold already.
I'm waiting for Rollins to get his hands on Brock.
That's not going to happen, so.
I'm telling you, Brock will take the banned curb stomp in one of these matches.
Do you realize what happened when he took the banned curb stomp last time? By the time Rollins
rolled out the ring.
No, by the time Rollins hit the ground, he stood up and F5'd him all in one motion. Rollins didn't even finish the curb stomp.
Yeah,
he didn't even
Seth
finish
still
it.
walked out with the title.
Yeah, well.
Alright, what do you guys grade Money in the Bank and Raw?
Money in the Bank, I'm going to give a C+. I just thought there was just a bunch of letdown. I enjoyed the main event part, and I enjoyed the Owens match itself. Hated the Money in the Bank match, hated the tag match, hated the Divas segment, which is awful. Raw was a little better in my opinion. I gave it a B. They did a good job of connecting the dots from middle, beginning, and end to me. And we got a long time until Battleground, so we're going to have a little bit longer to see how some of these stories play out.
Dave.
I'm pretty close to that. I'm going to go a B- for Money in the Bank just because of the Bray Wyatt showing up and a few other nice spots. Like you said, I don't do it often, but I will give credit to John Cena in the match. Owens is always phenomenal. They both put on a great show for the second time in a row. Ladder match for the title, fabulous. I like the way it turned out. Keep buying in, people. Raw, I went a little lower on. I went just a regular C. It wasn't anything too spectacular. Yes, it did tie a couple things together. I love anytime I get to hear Bray speak on someone, I love it. The rest was pretty much same old, same old. You know, different face, but same story from last month and whoever was chasing it the month before that.
Interesting.
Damien, your grade on Money in the Bank Raw and best and worst parts of it.
Okay, Money in the Bank, I give a B+. plus because I never expected any payoffs to come from it. I give it a B plus because of the swerve with Bray, Cena Owens match, and the title match.
Man.
I don't expect payoffs right now, so it was solid.
You know what makes me sick, guys? If we were doing a WGR Slammies of the people that we just had to give the most credit for, you realizing in 2015 that John Cena would win our award?
Nah, I'd still vote. I got a couple of.
No, I promise you, you can go back and listen to the podcast, sir. We are giving so much credit to John Cena this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I give Money in the Bank B minus. I'm happy that Bray kind of did interfere in it because it creates a story for both him and Roman Reigns. The ladder match was great. It was very long, but it was great. Hopefully, we won't see Dean Ambrose in the title hunt this year. Also, for Raw, I give it a C. It was just a blah show.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you do with Dean Ambrose now?
I don't know. I don't know. You switch places with Bray Wyatt because now they don't. At first, they didn't know what to do with him.
Would you guys be totally against Dean and Roman being a tag team?
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. You could probably use once the whole Cena and Owens feud is over. Why not put Dean Ambrose and Owens in the feud?
I mean, you could, but then Dean is gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have died like back in WrestleMania, so why not?
Well, why? But you can't.
And he did
die at WrestleMania.
You can't put him in feuds that he loses every time. Like, he's gotta win one eventually. He ain't beating Owens.
He hasn't in the last year.
Exactly.
Yet he's still in the title picture.
Somehow.
He can steal the U.S. title.
Well, we're gonna wrap this one up.
But at that time, he was Shield.
That is true. We're gonna wrap this one up. This will be our first episode that'll go up on the station. We hope you enjoyed it. Max Sports Channel, thank you so much for having us. Phil, thank you again for adding us. Y'all make sure to listen to Phil's podcast as well. Check us out on Twitter at Goons Radio, Facebook, Wrestling Goons Radio, and YouTube at youtube.com/Wrestling Goons Radio. For Dan, for Damien, for Damon, and myself, we will see you on the flip side.